Welcome back to Mac Talks of Football, and it's match day 15 in the Serie A. Match day 14 was quite interesting. A lot of exciting results coming out of it. The title race is still wide open. It is still anybody's game. The relegation battle is still wide open. I mean, from 11 to 20, the under the bottom 10 teams, none of them are safe at the moment. So it is very tight in Serie A at the moment. So let's go ahead and start making our prediction for match day 15. The first game, it is Inter versus Parma. Inter, they did not play their game. Like, they are undefeated in their last 5 games, but they did not play on match day 14. They were involved in the game with Fiorentina, but the incident happened with Eduardo Bo, so that game was stopped. It is suspended at the moment, so they did not play last weekend. So they would hope that their undefeated streak can come. They are still at the top, at the third position in the table, and they're still in the title race. So that is going to be, it is going to be interesting how they respond after being in that situation that they were in, playing against Parma, who had an amazing weekend last week. They destroyed Lazio out of nowhere. It was a really good performance from Parma. Nobody really thought that they were going to defeat Lazio, but they were really good in that game, and they got the 3 points. I think this game could be, quite close, to be very honest with you, because Parma are going to come in this game with a bit of confidence. They are undefeated in their last 3 or 4 games. They are trying to, get away from that relegation battle, trying to create a breathing space between them and the teams below them. So they are going to come in, to San Siro and try to get something out of Inter. It is going to be interesting, as I said, how the Inter players respond after the incident that happened and how they play. It will be very interesting to see. But I think in the end, they are going to get through and they are going to get the win. I think it will be it will not be that much of a close game. Parma are going to give their all, but I think Inter in the end we are going to win it, and they are going to win it easily as well. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Inter. Then it's one of the biggest games of the weekend in Serie A. It is Atalanta versus Milan. It is second versus seventh. Atalanta, they are on an 8-game winning streak. They are undefeated in their last 13 games. Out of those 13 games, they have won 12 of them, including the Champions League game as well. So they are in a really on a really good run. Everything is looking really good for them. They are playing against a Milan side, who on the other hand, they are not doing that good, but the last couple of weeks have been really good. They won over the weekend in Serie A. They won in the Coppa Italia as well. They basically destroyed Sassuolo 6-1 in the Coppa Italia. So they are coming in this game with a lot of confidence as well. But Atalanta, as I said, they are on a different level at the moment. I think they are, looking really good, and I think it is going to be an easy, not that much of an easy win for Atalanta, but I still think they are going to get the job. I think their winning streak is going to continue. I think they are going to win 9 in a row, and I think they are going to, continue their hunt for the title, and they are not going to let Napoli have a sigh of relief. They are going to be on their tails. I think it will be a very close game, but in the end, I think Atalanta are going to win it 2-1. Next game is Genoa versus Torino. It is 14th versus 12th. Genoa, they are undefeated in their last 3 games. They won over the weekend as well. It was an important win for them. That has, I did not expect that they were going to win. So it was a big win for them. That has, taken them to 14. They were in the relegation zone before that. So it was a big win for them. They are playing against a Torino side who are all over the place. 4 defeats in their last 5 games, and everything is going wrong for them. Whatever they are trying, it's not working. And this is one of those games where Torino, could turn things around. They can turn their luck around as well. But I think it will be a very tight game. Genoa know that they have a good chance of getting a win in this game. They are the home side as well, and Torino are not in a good form. So you might, they can go ahead and get a cheeky win from this game as well. But to be honest with you, I'm going to stay on the fence. I think it will be a very close game, but I don't see a winner out of this the game. I'm going for a 1-1 draw between Genoa and Torino. The next game is Juventus versus Bologna. It is 6th versus 8th. Juventus, I mean, I don't know what to say about Juventus, to be very honest with you. They are undefeated in their last 5 games, but 3 of them have been draws. They have had 8 draws in the season already. They played a 1-1 draw against Lecce. It was, again, that's the same problems with Juventus, to be very honest with you. Thiago Motta, it is not working for them. Let's be very honest with you. They are, they rarely create anything, and when they create, they are not able to convert their chances. And it is against Lecce. I mean, Lecce looked far more threatening than Juventus in that game. That just tells you everything. They are playing against a Bologna side who are, they have won 4 out of their last 5 games. They are in a really good form. and they are going to come in this game and they're going to see Juventus and they're going to think that we can get something out of this game. For sure, they are going to come with the mindset that we can get all the 3 points, and I can really see that happening. I think Juventus could end up losing this game. I think it'll be a very very tight game, but in the end, with the way that everything has went, I think we are gonna see a draw in this game as well. I think Juventus are gonna drop another a couple of points in this game. But if I had to put my money on it, if I had to pick one of those teams, I think there's a more chance of Bologna winning the game than Juventus winning it. So I am going, but I'm still staying on the fence. I'm going for a 1-all draw between Juventus and Bologna. The next one is a huge game. It is Roma versus Lecce. It is 15th versus 16th. And now Roma, like 4 defeats in a row. Their third manager already, Ranieri, has come in, but it has not worked for him till now. They got defeated by Napoli last weekend. It's another a big game. They are at home. They are Lecce are coming over. Lecce, they played, as I said, a great game against Juventus. They were the better team in that game, and they're going to come in this game with a lot of confidence. They have won 2 out of their last 5 games. They're undefeated in their last 4 games, so they are coming with a bit of a momentum, playing against a Roma side who, as I said, they have lost 4 in a row. They are down and out, but I think this could be the game where Ranieri finally galvanizes his team and tells them this is where basically their season starts. This could be the game from where they start winning the games and they maybe try to turn things around. Roma are 15th in the league, but the fact of the matter is the difference between the point system is so between them and the teams above them is a very very less. So a couple of wins and you could see Roma in a couple of weeks later in the top 10, top 7, top 8. So that's how close the league is going at the moment. But I think it is still too early for that. I think Lecce are going to give it their all, and I think they are going to get something out of it. I don't think Roma are going to lose this game, but I don't think we are going to get a winner out of it. There are going to be goals in this game, and I think we are going to get a draw. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Roma and Lecce. Up next, it's Fiorentina versus Cagliari. It is 4th versus 13th. Fiorentina, of course, as I said, their game was suspended because of Eduardo Bo, what he suffered in that game. It was quite a sad moment for the entirety of the football world to see a player go down like that. But thankfully, he's feeling a lot better. He's out of the coma. He's talking with everybody, and he's starting to get better. Fiorentina, they played the Coppa Italia. They lost on penalties against Empoli, so they are out of the Coppa Italia. So now this becomes a big thing for them. They are, right in the thick of it for the title. They know how important this game is. They cannot, I know it is hard to forget about what has happened to your teammate, but they need to concentrate on this game. They are, facing a Cagliari side who won over on the last weekend, and they're starting to move towards the upper side of the table, and they would hope that they can continue their winning streak. But I think playing against this Fiorentina side who are on a really a hot mode at the moment. They won their last 6 games, and they are really gearing up for that title challenge. I think they are going to get the job done. I think it will be close if what happened last weekend it doesn't happen. I think it will have been an easier game for Fiorentina, but still I think it in the end they will edge it out and they are going to win it. I'm going for a very close 2-1 win for Fiorentina. The next game is Verona versus Empoli. It is 10th versus 17th. Verona, they are all over the place. 4 defeats in their last 5 games. They cannot get anything going on at the moment. 3 in a row as well. So their confidence is at an all-time low, to be very honest. With you playing against an Empoli side who lost last weekend, but they're still doing a lot better than Verona. And Empoli are going to look at this game and they're going to say like, this is one of those games where we can go ahead and get something out of it. I think it'll be a very close game. Verona, as I said, they are all over the place, and they could with the way that they are playing, they could end up this weekend in the relegation zone, because I don't think they are going to win this game, and I don't think they are going to draw as well. I think Empoli are going to come to their stadium and they're going to get the 3 points. It will be very important for Empoli. They are making sure that they are 10th. They are right in the middle. They are not that close. They are close with the teams who are above them, and they are close with the teams who are below them. They're just in the middle, and they would hope that they can stay there. They just don't want to get tangled into this relegation battle. I think winning this game, they are going to make sure themselves even more safer, and get away from the relegation battle. I think it will be a very a close game, but I think in the end, Empoli are going to win it 3-1. Then it is like one of the biggest games in the season. Currently, it is Venezia versus Como. It is 20th versus 19th. It is quite early on, but still it's like match day 15 already in Serie A, and both these are the bottom two clubs. It is a big, huge game for both of them. They know if they somehow get a win in this game, it could not only they can get away from the relegation places, but it it puts the other team in even a deeper problem. So it's a big game. Como played last weekend against Monza as well, so but they were not able to get the job done in that game. Venezia lost themselves, so now Como would hope that they can do the job against Venezia somehow. Make sure that one of their rivals is even in a bigger problem than they are. I think it'll be a very close game, and I expect goals in this game. I said in the Como Monza game as well, but we did not get that many goals. But I think in this game we are gonna get the goals, and I think in the end Como are somehow gonna win it. I just don't know why. Maybe it's my bias because of Cesc Fabregas, but I still think Como are gonna win it, and I think they are gonna win it a 3-2. Up next, it's Napoli versus Lazio. It is first versus fourth. A big game. Napoli at the top of the table. They had a minor setback with the last two games have been wins. And they are sort of starting to coming back to their full form again. The way that they started and the way that they went to the top of the table. They are playing against Lazio side who are on a 5-game winning streak, and that got taken away by from them by Parma. Big shock result against Lazio last weekend, and so they would hope to come back from that and from that result. And to be very honest with you, I think this is one of those games where Napoli could really drop the points, and the teams behind them can finally overtake them. And I think it is going to happen, to be very honest with you. I think Napoli are going to drop the points. I think Lazio are going to be that team that makes it happen. But I don't think Napoli are going to lose. I think we are going to see goals in this game. I think it will be an entertaining game, but I don't think we are going to see a winner. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Napoli and Lazio. The next game is Monza versus Udinese. It is 19th versus 9th. Two teams who are really out of the form. Like Monza, they have 2 points out in the last 5 games. They've lost 3 of them. Udinese, they have lost 4 out of their last 5 games. Just 1 point of a possible 15. So both these teams are going to come in this game low on confidence, low on form. And I think it is going to be a very boring game of football. I'll be very honest with you. I just don't see these two teams creating anything. Like Udinese, I don't know what has happened to them. They started the season, a flying, but then they have gone down, and they just cannot score any goals at the moment. I think it is. I think this game is going to be another one of those games where we just sit back and we're just waiting for something to happen. Unfortunately, but nothing is going to happen. I think we're very low scoring, and I don't think there's going to be score at all, to be very honest with you. Monza themselves, it is really hard for them to score. They are not big scorers. They are struggling to score something, and I think it is going to continue in this game. I'm going for a 0-0 draw between Monza and Udinese. And with that, my predictions for match day 15 are completed. We are going to see how many of them are correct at the end of the weekends. 1 point if the entire prediction is correct, and the scoreline is a correct prediction and scoreline is correct. I got 1 point, and half a point if the prediction is correct but the scoreline is not correct. We'll see at the end of the weekend how many points I can get. You guys can go ahead and play with me, and you can make your predictions in the comment section below. Interesting predictions. If my predictions are correct, I think Napoli, after about 6 or 7 weeks, they are finally going to be their top spot is going to go away if my predictions are correct. So it's going to be interesting. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers, not 400, 500 subscribers before the end of this year. So please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and help us out. Until next time, bye bye.